Welcome back to Thrak Attack. What's your adventure? This week, I went to a concert. There are 4 new trailers and a bunch of news because we lumped in last week's news with this week's news because last week was all about San Diego. This week, we went to a concert, a Scary Pockets concert. But before we get to that, let's get into some news. Nintendo did their Nindies presentation, their Nindies showcase, which is all independent games coming to Nintendo Switch this year. The big reveal was, actually there were 2. The 2 big reveals, the first one was Cuphead, which was originally an exclusive for Xbox, is now coming to the Switch, which is pretty sweet. And also Cadence of Hyrule, which is an indie game using Legend of Zelda characters, which is really quite fascinating. Other highlights included Overland, which was a road trip game, which kind of seems interesting. Red Lantern, which looks awesome depending on how it goes and how it's being played. Pine, which looks like a Skyrim type game, very open world, very adventurous, lots of different things to explore and collect. That looks awesome, and I think that's about it. But the whole presentation was great. Lots of new games coming to the Switch. Hopefully we'll get to some of them soon. I think April 18th was the first one that was really announced, except the day of ones. But those didn't really seem interesting for me. So, anyways, the Disney and Fox merger has finally gone through, meaning that Fox characters in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which is the real reason why they're doing this, right? I mean, getting the X-Men, Fantastic Four, all of those characters, and all the characters related to those things into the MCU, because this is ending, Avengers Endgame is ending this phase of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and we're moving into the next phase, and they need some characters to kind of continue that and make it interesting and new for the fans, like me. So, Disney and Fox merger go through. Hopefully we'll get some news in what's coming next in Marvel. After a 12-year break, Zoids is back. I love Zoids. I have the little figures. I have the bigger figures. I watched the anime, both animes, because both of them were really good, even though they're completely different. And also, the games are back. Apparently they're coming out with a new video game, which is really cool. I love Zoids, and I'm so excited that they're back, and I'm hoping for good things in the future from them. James Gunn is officially back on board for Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I didn't have any doubts about this. I just figured it would take some time to get the ball moving and get those people back on board with James Gunn. I think it was just a way to say, hey, this is not okay. It's not right. You need to make amends for the problems that you've caused or the things that you've said. So he did that. He served his time. And now he's back. They also got him to direct Suicide Squad reboot, which doesn't make any sense, which is probably not going to happen. But they were like, we want him back. Get him back. So I think that's really what happened, was they didn't want to lose him, so they brought him back on with Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Pokemon Go Community Day is happening today. It's featuring Trico, which is really cool because I need Tricos. I still don't have the evolved forms. I think I have the second one, but I don't know if I have Sceptile yet. I have Grovyle, but I don't have Sceptile. So hopefully we'll get some Sceptile and maybe a shiny. Maybe. We'll see. Hopefully. Shinies are cool. I like shinies. And finally, for the big news, Bill and Ted Face the Music. Bill and Ted 3 is coming out in 2020. Super excited. I love the first 2, and I'm really excited to see them back in action, back being goofy and silly as they have always been. Or maybe they won't be. And that's the plot of the movies. They need to find their goofiness and silliness again. Maybe. Four new trailers this week. It's a big week for trailers. The first one was Aladdin. I don't understand the craze of live-action remakes. They dig themselves a hole. Because if you make it too much like the original, why don't you just go watch the original again? If they add new things, it's not being true to the original. There's no way to win in a live action remake. So I'm not super excited for this movie, but this trailer did a good job of getting me a little excited for this movie. Super excited for it to come out now. Well, not super excited. Little excited for it to come out now. I'm really excited to see how they play this movie. I mean, like how it plays out, how the visuals work out. I'm just excited. Avengers Endgame gets its third trailer, and it looks fantastic. Did you expect anything different? They still don't reveal anything, and of course, in Marvel trailers, they've done a great job of misdirecting you and saying, "Oh, well, the Hulk is there, but he's not there," or "Oh, Tony Stark's there, but maybe he's not there." You know, changing the CGI and effects for the trailer to misdirect you into the plot of the movie, which is great because everybody tears apart these trailers and then just spoils the movies. So if you throw in misdirects, then you don't know what's going to really happen. So I'm really excited to see what actually does happen next month in Avengers Endgame. I don't believe it's happening. It was a perfect trilogy. Why make Toy Story 4? Why do it? It was the perfect trilogy. Now we're looking for a spork and meeting a character that we didn't need to meet again, who's clearly going to be the villain. Like, is there any other doubt that Bo Peep is not going to be the villain? Of course she's going to be the villain. That's the way that they go. That's the way that Toy Story movies go. There's a new toy that takes over. It's an adventure. They get lost. They meet a person that seems to be the hero, and then they turn out to be the villain, and then there's tears, and then that's it. We've already seen that 3 times. Perfect movies. Perfect trilogy. Don't ruin it. I don't want you to ruin it. But they're doing it. So, it's ruined. Perfect trilogy. No longer. Doesn't look great. Doesn't look fun. It just looks like another Toy Story movie, which we've already seen 3 times. So, and finally, yesterday gets a trailer. And I did not know this movie was coming out this year. But I'm super excited for it. They take the concept of what if blank doesn't exist? What would you do? And they do that with Beatles. The Beatles, the band, the music. He gets in an accident, wakes up, and the Beatles do not exist. He's a musician. What do you do? Do you use those songs as your own? Write it out? I don't know. And they do tease, like, maybe they got Ringo and Paul, but maybe they got someone else. I don't know. But I'm really excited to see how it goes. And they do a really good job of showcasing what the concept is, but not showing you what the end result is, which I'm really excited for. That comes out in the summer, and I cannot wait. So the review of this week is Scary Pockets concert downtown Phoenix. I went to the Valley Bar. We got to see Scary Pockets. If you don't know Scary Pockets, you should really look them up. They do funk covers of popular songs, and they're fantastic. Oh my gosh, they're so good. I love Scary Pockets. They do such a great job, and their performance was phenomenal. The keyboardist, Jack Conte, is the best live performer I've seen ever. And I've seen big name artists. Like, I've seen Matchbox 20 and Sugar Ray was my first concert. I've seen Rush. I've seen The Who. I've seen Stone Temple Pilots, like huge name artists. Aerosmith. I saw Aerosmith. Huge name artist, and he was the best performer I've seen live. Just so much energy. Loved what he's doing every second of it. Just communicating with the band and communicating with the audience what they were doing. Really, really great. I love that concert. Then afterwards, if you can see in the background, I got a vinyl of their music, their original music. And I got it, and I'm getting it and buying it, and look up, and there they are. The 2 founding members of the band, just standing there. And I'm like, hey, can you sign my album? And I'm like, sure, man. So they signed my album, both of them, and I was like, hey, can I get like a picture? And I'm like, sure, man. So much energy, such great guys. They just got to talk with everybody, and they seem like they really love their fans, and they really love touring, and they really love playing music, and that's what it's all about. So if you have not checked out Scary Pockets, please do. And if you want to go see them, they're still on tour. So please, go see Scary Pockets. Support a good group, a fun group that just knows what they want to do and keep doing it. And you know what you want to do? You want to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can watch all of our videos, and you want to share it with your friends, and you want to read the blog and listen to the podcast, and you want to just do all that stuff, don't you? And you know what else you want to do? Keep going on adventures. Thank you.